This is Apex Legends. We're on the Nintendo Switch taking a look at this latest release of the game featuring crossplay. There is not cross progression. This is a free-to-play battle royale experience. So none of your stuff carries over cross progression wise. You got to start fresh on the Switch. So what we're getting here is 720p when it is docked, 576p when it is handheld at 30 FPS. So they've obviously been able to keep the core look of the game, but as you can tell, you know, the visuals are toned down and the performance really isn't great. But I mean, it's cool to have the game available on the platform, which is kind of neat. It's got the tutorial, it's got the different modes, it's got the style of play, it's got the full Apex Legends experience. So if you want to play it on the go, and, well, I mean, if you have the availability to play this on the go, I guess, internet speed-wise, or you want to play it docked, you got your Switch, you know, now you can enjoy Apex Legends. There is quite a bit of, like, texture loading pop-in, and it's not necessarily the prettiest thing on the 4K, but when you're on the smaller screen, you know, obviously, like, undocked when you're out on the go mobile-wise, it's decent, right? So you're kind of playing around, you've got different options for how you compete. It's mostly a team-based game, so you know you're doing your like threes here is kind of the heart of it. You're gathering different types of armor, you're using these different legends that each have unique abilities in order to dominate the play. So my character is more of like a medic, you know, you got different ones. Someone could create like a zip line, you know, you got to kind of learn what each of these Apex Legends characters can do in order to be more effective. And you got to gather better gear tiers, collect different items, and you know, again, it's that full experience. Now it does come by default with the motion controls on. I turn that off because I think they're awful on the Switch. I don't like them. That's my personal thought there. So I would like to mention that you can actually go to settings, usually when the game loads up. I guess you can hold for game menu, but yeah, you can go into the settings and you can turn off motion controls if that's not your sort of thing, or leave them on. Totally up to you, doesn't matter. So the game's also neat in the sense that you can bring teammates back, so if they die, well, if they get downed, you can revive them. If they die, you can go to a machine, you can bring them back. And the goal is, you know, to be the last one standing. They do different events, or, well, last team standing, obviously. That's the zipline guy there, but it's kind of cool. It's got the movement feeling of Titanfall, but more of like a, I guess you could say, straightforward kind of setup in terms of like the combat being less, you know, mech-based and more about running around on your feet. Though they do some different like event-type things where they add some like, they had some silly vehicle-type stuff in there. And I've played this mostly on the Xbox in the past, so you know, I've got like an okay understanding, I'd say generally decent understanding of the game, and you know, other people are gonna say otherwise, and that's totally fine, you know, different opinions and stuff. So a lot of the game is learning the different weapons. They got a good tutorial that will teach you what to do gameplay mechanics wise, and then from there you have to kind of, you know, go out on your own and deal with things. And we're trying to find better tier stuff. We're not really coming, well, I haven't come across anything too great. I've got like some armor in that, but you gotta like replace things and you get better stuff. Extended mags, I don't know if I need that. And then it's really easy in regards to kind of changing your items. They've got a really, at least I think, fairly effective system in regards to picking up better loot, swapping out weapons, understanding the weapon types and the ammo that's needed for the different weapons. Fairly easy going, and kind of a fun game. I do actually find this genuinely to be quite enjoyable in terms of the setup and the style of the game. And obviously, you know, on Switch, it's not the prettiest looking experience, but it's still that core game. So if you've never been able to play Apex before, you know, this is a way to do it. It's also got a really good kind of ping system, so you can let people know when bad people are nearby. You can also fight other people. So yeah, the ping system's actually kind of really effective in my opinion. Oh geez, I'm absolutely screwed here. There's two guys coming on me. But yeah, you can ping and let people know, and you can hold it down and give them more context. So that's kind of helpful. You can also ping like weapons and different things like that. It's kind of a neat system, at least I think, because they've done one of the better jobs, at least in my opinion, when it comes to Battle Royale in regards to kind of teammate awareness and understanding of like the combat going on. But yeah, it's just like it's a lot slower kind of doing it in this way, just in regards to the fluidity and the frame rate. But again, it's that full scale thing, and having the crossplay is nice. I do wish it had cross progression, and I think that's something that Apex Legends in general needs to have. Oh, that was a valiant effort. We'll jump into another match here. With this being a free-to-play game, there is a battle pass. They do somewhat limit options for what you can play as, and then they have certain other like microtransaction type things in this one. So keep that in mind. And then there's like these boxes where you're kind of getting, you know, items from, and that's how you're gathering like decorative type things outside of the battle pass. So, you know, they have some interesting mechanics in terms of being a free-to-play game, so just keep that in mind. But I think they're pretty decent, and they don't really jump into the realms of anything that sort of impacts, you know, the fairness of gameplay, just so you are aware of that. Oh, looks like that guy got the cool gun. Fantastic. Does anybody want to give me a hand? I guess I don't need a hand, because I've got a fist. I thought we'd jump into one more match here, hopefully where everybody's kind of paying attention and get rolling and interested in what's going on in the game. And yeah, definitely cool. But you can get a look at the full scale of the island here, which is kind of cool. I think that's nice. You know, something a little different. I don't know where this guy's specifically dropping us. I am the drop star. Okay, I'm the jump star now. A little bit late considering everybody else is going to have already been dropping. So that's fantastic. I guess we go down here. It's also a little bit harder because you can't quite see the other players as well. So it makes it a little bit harder to coordinate dropping down and getting to stuff. Oh crap, there's lots of people. I'm going to go over here because I think this might be a little bit more open. Hoping they don't kind of notice me out here, because there's lots of little containers that we can get into, but those guys went for the coverage of the buildings, so I don't really blame them for that. I guess I'll take any sort of gun at this point. And grab anything else. That's actually better. Okay, let's take that. Hold for the heat shield. Oh, come on. Really? I'm gonna try to just get by this so I can get where the teammates are. It's a little bit annoying thing to have happen at the current point in time, right? Where I'm just like, right off the bat, trying to meet up with the team. Like, they did notice that there was like a squad right beside us, right? To maybe be a little more careful of that. Alright, let's keep rolling. Try to find a better gun. Like, when you look like this, it doesn't look too bad, but if you really look at some of the smaller details here, it's just like texture loaded. It's just crazy on some of the things. Okay, well, we'll take this because we need a gun, basically. Anyways, we'll make sure that's reloaded. Definitely gonna have to find some higher tier loot, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we're gonna... Oh no, I'm getting shot in the back. No, 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 no. That's not good at all. Okay, hopefully I can kind of swap this out maybe for a better gun. Try to get my shields back up. So we're going to get into a bit of a fight here soon, I imagine. Performance has taken a bit of a hit. A little bit hard to throw those things. Let's get the shotgun in there. Looks like they killed him already. Is that our teammate outside, or is that a bad guy? Always gotta be worried about the rest of the squad coming in, am I right? Okay, that's gonna be good there. And let's see if we can give ourselves a little bit of a health pack fix up there, so that we actually got full health. We don't want to die in 2 seconds, right? Okay, let's pop that in. And I mean, we've talked really about the core of the game. I think if I were to wrap up with anything specifically on it, I'd say it plays. It's not necessarily ideal on the Switch. It's, if you want to try out Apex, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's a big game, right? A lot of people love it. You're just going to have to really restart from scratch when you jump on here, though, if you're from other platforms, and it's not necessarily the best original vision of what this game is mostly trying to provide across different platforms, quality-wise, if that makes sense. Like, it's not bad by any means, but it's definitely not like the ideal way to experience what this has to offer gameplay-wise, because I think it can be a lot of fun and be really smooth. And it's just not quite there on this platform. But it plays, it runs. You know, you can experience what this has to offer and have some fun with it too, which is kind of nice. And get out there and loot and battle and hop in with matches and find people to play with, which is great. And I don't think the player base will die out, obviously, because it's got the cross-play across platforms and it's popular, so good to go. Now let's see what our team kind of puts together here as we try to survive further along. We've actually got a decent squad going on, which is nice and kind of refreshing, honestly. Health packs. Okay, anything better? Was that going to attach there? I'll take that then. I can't really tell much of what's going on the far side of the map. It's like really kind of blurry looking. Oh, it'd be very hard to pick out people if you're trying to like shoot from a far distance. At the same time, with less foliage, you might actually spot people a little bit better. I don't know. Although I don't know how people use the motion setup on this one. It's definitely bold. If you are going for that. Because I know some people love it. It's not my thing at all. This is what I was mostly earlier even trying to get across. It's just like, not completely my sort of thing. Let's climb up here and see what we're dealing with. Catch up to the squad. Oh, jeez. I don't know if that guy noticed where I went. I don't like the look of that, though. That's the bad guy. See if I can get out here and maybe drop that thing there. Although I think it's mainly going to hurt me more than it's going to do anything helpful. Thanks for waiting, guys. I was pointing out that there's a bad guy over there, but, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Squad's gonna keep on going. I ain't judging. There we go. Let's get that health going up, too. Just kind of worried about that guy getting flanked back there, right? Because he's not really paying attention. A backpack. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. This one actually, this match here kind of shows off the scope of the different environments a little bit better too, which is cool. And I think maybe the missile things might have saved my life from whoever was attacking me. Grenade required. I will take some energy shields if I don't mind myself. Okay. Look, the giant creature is still kind of visible from back here. Yes, it's actually, honestly, really hard to shoot with this thing. Where did they go? Are we firing down here? Just trying to get into the action a little bit. I downed somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, it's like the performance on this is just like so, oof, you know. I think we did it though. We got those guys taken down. That's good. Thanks for the assist. I'm trying to heal myself up a little bit before I start looting anything. Besides, they want the better stuff anyways, right? Let them have it. I think we're taking fire, but I'm not really healed up or anything. Oh, crap. No. Not good. Not good at all. Where'd he go? Other teammate's got like a good invisibility thing going on. Down somebody. Let's see if we can clutch it. Although I think overall a valiant effort from the squad. Did he actually take him out? How's he doing over there? Oh, it's a close one there. He's got the one guy down. He's got to take out the other guy now. I think he might have got him. Nope. Okay, well, it was good enough.